As you can see here, we have here the pancreas. This is the pancreas, and inside the pancreas we have the special cells. Okay, we have special yellow cells, and they are called acinar cells. They are called acinar cells. Okay, they are called the acinar cells. They secrete the digestive enzymes. They secrete special digestive enzymes. And those secretions, for example, if those cells are going to secrete the digestive enzyme, it goes through this way, okay? Through this duct, it goes here and opens to the small intestine. And opens to the small intestine. Clear?
What is intestine?
Intestine. Okay, intestine. Especially if small intestine. If someone asks you which part of the small intestine, you have to answer duodenum. 12-перстная кишка. Okay, just duodenum. Duodenum is the first part, the initial part of small intestine. And after duodenum comes jejunum. After jejunum comes ileum. We're going to learn it later. Okay, this is just duodenum, the first initial part of small intestine. It opens there. The pancreas, the exocrine secretions are going to release into duodenum, into small intestine. Okay, with which cells? With acinar cells. They secrete what? Digestive enzymes. What kind of digestive enzymes? Let's learn what kind of digestive enzymes. First of all, amylase, lipase, and pepsin. Okay, so what kind of digestive enzymes? First of all, pepsin, the second is lipase, and the third is amylase. Everything is ending with ACE, only pepsin is ending with IN, okay? So, SIN. So, pepsin, lipase, and amylase, they're going to synthesize. What structure? Pancreas. Okay, am I right? Is it right? What do you think? Of course, no.
Endocrine?
It's not the pepsin. It is trypsin. Okay? Never ever make a mistake. This is trypsin. The second is lipase and amylase. Okay? So from the exocrine secretions of the pancreas, they release three structures. They release three enzymes. The first, amylase. The second, lipase and trypsin. Okay? So trypsin is going to break down the proteins. They break down the proteins that we ate. We ate, for example, meat. It's going to be broken down with trypsin, which is coming from acinar cells, which is located in pancreas. Okay. So also they secrete the lipase. Lipase break down the lipids, and they also synthesize the amylase, which break down the carbohydrates. This is the exocrine function, exocrine secretion of the pancreas. And also we have the endocrine secretions of the pancreas. They secrete endocrine hormones. Endocrine means hormones, okay? Hormones. Okay, which cells? You can see here the pink cells, right? And those pink cells, they do not have the ducts. They are not opening to the small intestine. Okay? So these acinars, and those cells, not acinars, those cells, which are called the alpha cells and beta cells. They are called alpha cells and beta cells. They secrete special hormones into the blood. Why it's endocrine function? Because they secrete into the blood. Here you can see they are not opening to the small intestines, they are opening to the blood vessels. This is a big blood vessel, these are arterioles. They are opening to the blood vessels. They are secreting the hormones to the blood vessels. And alpha cells and beta cells. Alpha cells, they secrete what? Alpha cells, they secrete glucagon, and beta cells, they secrete insulin. Okay? When we are really full, okay, let's start with hungry. When I'm really hungry, when I'm fasting, when I'm starving, what's happening? I have a lot of glucagon exposure. So glucagon is released very much in my body. Why? Because of the glucagon, I break down the glycogen This is the polymer, right? I break down the glycogen, which are stored where? In your liver and in your muscles.
Muscles.
So glucagon is going to go to your muscles and to your liver, and they're going to break down the glycogen into
Glucose.
the glucose. And from this glucose, further I make what?
Energy.
I make the ATP with this glucose. So in order to function my cells, the glucagon helps me when I am really hungry. When I am hungry. After 6 p.m. today, I go home and I eat a lot, right? When I eat a lot, after 10 minutes, after 15 minutes, what happens? Insulin spikes. My beta cells are going to release, my beta cells from the pancreas are going to release the insulin. What insulin does, I received a lot of glucose molecule, right? I received a lot of glucose molecule after eating. So my digestive tract broke down the glucose, right? So this glucose molecule will go to the liver and muscle again to make the
Glycogen.
glycogen. To make the glycogen again when I will be hungry tomorrow. It will be used again. So glucagon and insulin, they're going to work together when you're hungry and when you're full. Okay? Now you know the differences between the glucagon, between the glycogen, and between the glucose. Okay? They all start with G's, but do not confuse between them. And you know about the insulin and glucagon. Insulin is going to release it from beta cells, and glucagon is released from alpha cells. This is about the pancreas. This is your liver. Liver also accessory organ, and this is your gallbladder where it's located. Yeah, you can stop recording actually. That was